Hi, good afternoon. I didn't expect there are so many people here. Okay, this is a project update sessions. We have 20 minutes, and about project update about the Tacker project. My LC alias is JONGYSH. I think you can meet me at this channel. First, I want to tell you something about the Tacker project to avoid that there are some newcomers here. And our project site is situated at the launching pad, just like other OpenStack projects. Our project's main mission is to be an OpenStack-based NLV orchestrator framework. To comply to do things according to the ETSI framework. You can see that at the right part, it is working as orchestrator and VFM managers. For sure that our first win is based on OpenStack, and you can. I will show that in fact, we have another kind of wins that is to be developed. This is about some small history about this project, and we are currently an official part of the big change of OpenStack. The release model. Just as we know in OpenStack community, there are 4 release models. We adopt the second release model. I mean, cycle with the intermediary release, and we will do our best to release at each end of the OpenStack release cycle. So currently, you can see that we have stable Pike. The number is .8, and the new cycle is Queens, that is in progress. There are some tech sessions in this design summit. You can see that we have there are altogether 3. There are some hands-on lab. If you guys join this session, you can get some very basic function demos or the dirty hand experience about the Tacker projects. And what we did on the Pike features, and this is the URL that our Tacker's release notes are showed, and we can have a look. This is all the information here. No, not. This is the official OpenStack project release notes. We will keep writing the release note after each feature is implemented in our Tacker repo. We will show some of these new features. Okay. Sorry, don't know how to. First is the announce address pairs. We have added announce address pairs capability into our Tosca model. If you guys are familiar with the U-turn, so this is how we express this community in our Tosca model. Also, we add a community to support to attach a single volume to our VNF. This is our new Tosca's syntax to allow the VNFs to have actual volumes. We also add the ability to support creating VNFG and network service from its descriptor template. Before, if we want to create a network service or VNFG instance, we have first to create a descriptor, such as the step 1, tag ASD -create, and the step 2 to tag network service to create based on this template. After this, we can use one step to create the network service instance directory. It is mainly for other manual systems to integrate it can be easily integrated into with the Tacker project. And one new feature is that we add an alarm-based monitoring driver. That is using signometer. You can see on the diagram we require the OpenStack Queens. We require that the signometer L, Noki are deployed in the OpenStack Queens, and then the Tacker the Queen will be registered into the Tacker, and we will use the. You can see that the Tosca syntax at the left side. We have added a signometer monitoring. So this is our way to extend our Tosca template. And then we also add the ability to support the floating IP. The floating IP can be attached to the VNF. All these features we have added a sample Tosca template for all these new features. And we also added two main changes to the Tacker components or the Tacker's architecture. First is we add the Barbican to store Wins credentials. So you know that if we want to register the Win, we have to give the username, password, or other credentials. Before we keep these credentials in a database. Now we have integrated the Barbican to store these credentials for us. And we also add a mixture component to work as workflows in our tech system. In this release, we use Mistral as a workflows engine to support monitoring our Win instances. So I think that is the main features implemented in our last cycles. The OpenStack Queens cycle, we are doing 4 main things, I think. The first is the Kubernetes Win and the container, and the container VNFS. This is the focus of our team to support these features, and also we are doing some VNFG features enhancement. Before we can just add a VFG instance and then delete it. Now we are enhance it, we can update it. The third one is OpenStack client commands. We are planning to migrate our Tacker command line into OpenStack client command lines. And the fourth one is documentation on the new doc framework. That is that is requirement from OpenStack community, and in regard to documentation, we are also write some documentations for users to learn how to deploy the Tacker and the target Win by Collar and the Collar Ansible. So that is the four main features we are doing in progress. And beyond the Queens, we are planning other kinds of wins. So we have OpenStack Win, Kubernetes Win, and after that, we want to introduce other public cloud wins, for example, AWS Cloud or vCloud, and maybe some other kind of wins, such as SDN controllers, for us to deploy VNFs across multi-cloud. And also in our mind is that API micro versions. API micro versions is important for the systems to do the upgrade or downgrade. And then the third one is the interaction between tag components. We will refactor interactions according to the ETSI standards. And as a community project, we also are doing some cross community works, such as ONAP and the OpenMV. We have tech incorporated into the OpenMV. And the ONAP, because before that we have integrated the OpenO to work with Tacker, but now it is called ONAP. We will do some investigation how to collaborate with the ONAP community. Also, that's about how to contribute and give feedback. And the Tacker is a very standard OpenStack member project. So I think you guys are all should know how to contribute in the OpenStack big change. This is our IRC in the IRC channel, Tacker, and the project meeting. That is UTC 12:30 every Wednesday. Okay, that's all for the project update. Do you have any questions? It's finished too quickly. Okay. Oh, you're so quiet.
What are you looking to accomplish? What does the roadmap, I guess, look like?
Sorry?
What are you looking to accomplish this next release, but not just the next release, but several releases out? You know, obviously, what we've been looking at is Shaker and Tacker and a couple other tools as far as actually bringing in and running our some VNFs, either sample ones. And I guess I'm just interested to understand, you know, what can we expect in terms of maybe using this, or should we kind of make a shift? Like right now, I know we use Shaker to deploy, but honestly, that we're pretty early in the process. So.
Shake.
Shaker? Oh, that's just for testing. Testing VNFs? So like
Okay.
just testing out a VNF
Yeah.
in OpenStack. So what are the plans here as a team? Is that
Sorry, I don't, I don't know whether
no,
what
no
is
worries.
shake.
So Tacker, obviously a VNF manager.
Yeah.
But what are the goals, I guess, beyond? I mean, is that all? Is that all the intention? Is just to manage VNFs, but not actually handle any of the sort of automation or any of the testing? Does that make sense?
You mean the tech view? I think the Tacker provided the APIs, and I think you mean automation testing through the API or something.
Yeah, I mean, because it's important to us, right, that when I'm at AT&T, and as we are deploying our OpenStack, the next logical step for us is, hey, we need to run some sample VNF. So
Yeah.
how do we get that?
Yeah.
How do we bring that in, run it,
yeah.
and then make sure that's actually working on our OpenStack before we ever release it to a lab, really. I mean, the goal is get it done in CI/CD before it's ever released.
So this is the I just talk about some features, and to test we have started some very basic VNFs. For example, the work RT, and also we will have some vendors to provide us some very basic technical VNFs.
Okay.
So that we can have.
All right, so
we
there's
can
some
have very
third-party gates being planned, and
yes, the China Mobile.
Okay.
This is the main computer job.
if the community were to put together obviously in collaboration with OpenStack and others, something that we could bring in and use to say, hey, we can test this VNF out, I think that would be awesome. I mean, I know that if we can.
Yes.
So, all right. Cool. Well, thank you.
Welcome. So, if you do not have questions, that's for it. Thanks.